Good evening, my lovely peaches. So my video is premiering right now. I'm gonna actually use the bucket for the first time, trying this. So this is the bucket that came with the dishwasher that I've never used because I've always had the hose or something, and I've been attaching the hose that the guy gave me, but I just feel like trying this right now to see how many is it actually. So it's at about 3.5. Let's see. That's 1. This is 2. This is 3. I only put the glass there to just have something different in the frame. I'm going to speed this up, so my voice might sound a little bit different. This is the 3rd one. I'm waiting for it to go ding ding. This is the 4th bucket. There it goes. So it really was 3 and a little bit. It really does say that. Approximately 3 pitchers. So it is late. My video is premiering. It's 10 to 11 p.m. I really absolutely 1000% do not feel like doing a load of dishes. However, I have my Novette, my beautiful Novette. This part, oops. So as a promise to myself to only post short videos, let me get to the point. I was listening to my premiere and I just wanted to add a few more things about myself, the teachers that I've learned from, the type of things that I believe in. There's so many life coaches out there, or proclaimed life coaches. So yeah, I'm telling you, hey, I can be your insight coach. What do I have to back it up? Well, I have however many videos that I have online. So you can always go online and listen to my videos. And if it resonates with you, that's a clue that you might enjoy the insight that I can provide. Because if it resonates with you, the things that I'm saying, the things that I'm talking about, then that can give you insight into whether or not my insight would be helpful in your life. And if it's the type of curriculum that you're interested in. And another thing I think is very important to always keep in mind in my opinion, all good therapists have therapists. All good life coaches have their own life coaches. All teachers continue to learn. I'm a student for life. I'm a student of life for life. I'm a student of my own expansion in all ways. I desire to have better professional relationships. I desire to have better personal relationships. I desire to have a better relationship to my financial intelligence and abundance and well-being and abilities. And I desire to encourage other people with the same type of encouragement that I encourage myself with. I had a loving dad who also had a lot of problematic emotional issues and who was not emotionally intelligent. I have a very loving mother who also, she's learning, but I wouldn't say emotional intelligence is her forte. So I kind of want to rattle off all the names of all the teachers that I've learned from over the years, even though I already have a video exactly doing that on my now cat dancing and stretching. It's over there. Thich Nhat Hanh, Pema Chodron, Mahali, Csikszentmihalyi, Mark Epstein, Kyle Cease. There are people who I used to like a lot that I now feel, I don't know, you're kind of toxic. And I won't name those names because I don't, it's not my purpose. My purpose is to share messages of love, not messages of, well, they suck and they suck and they suck. You know what I mean? But I did also want to mention art therapy, dance therapy, creative movement therapy, yoga therapy, animal therapy. Animal therapy, all kinds of animal therapy. Let's see. What can I fit in here and what do I need to wash the most? See, this is dirty, but the other one, look what happened. It had a lighter. Yeah, gold. The gold didn't get ruined yet, but so this one had a rainbow, but I dishwashed it and the rainbow dishwashed away. So now I wash this one by hand to preserve what's left. So maybe I will take the time to do a little bit of research to figure out which exact video was it where I was saying who I love. I think it's called Who I Love or Who Do I Love. So I can just link that video. So if you're really interested in who are the teachers that I've learned from over the years, who've influenced me, Malcolm Gladwell, Mahali Csikszentmihalyi, the father of flow. I have a video, happy birthday, happy 89th birthday in heaven, Mahali Csikszentmihalyi. I came in here on the search for dirty dishes, that's right. So, as an insight coach, while I may not personally be able to do, art therapy, I can do art therapy. Although there's people who truly study and they get their masters in art therapy. What I really am is a resource of information, of insight, of possibility. The unknown is terrifying, okay? Let's be honest. The unknown is terrifying. And not knowing something makes your imagination run wild. And if all you've known before, or if what you know at the moment is trauma, or fear, or lack, or not having enough, not having, I don't know if I should throw that out, but okay. Not having enough money, not having what you want, being brought up to the conditioned to, like I was, getting full, told things like, you're just a child, your opinion doesn't matter, but then, you know, well, I got older, but that didn't change. Or maybe your parents really did love you tremendously, and you were traumatized by someone else. You were traumatized by someone in an institution where you were supposed to be protected and safe. And there are countless ways that people have been limited by things that came into our life, and we were not presented with an opportunity to heal it in a way that helped us heal and deal, and so we're still dealing with it. And while I have no promises of to cure or, you know, make your life any better than you're willing to believe in it, that is a part of what my insight coaching can provide you. Is to see it. I had to learn how to inspire myself, to believe in myself, to motivate myself, to essentially not to diminish all the parenting, the garlic, runaway garlic, not to diminish all the parenting that my parents did parent me. Okay, I'm going to turn this light off now. All right, so actually on my official second box, Cascade, this one is Premium Plus, and show it, see how it looks. Okay, this time, turn the light on. This is how it looks. It's pretty darn strong smelling. See, I told you I'm getting into the ASMR aspect of my videos. So what I also do not believe in any way, in any shape or form, fashion, is cookie cutter answers. That's why I got turned off by psychology, or maybe I should say psychiatry. I don't know, even psychology. It's not that I don't believe in, okay, diagnoses. I do believe that, all right, it takes a moment to fill up. I do believe that many of those diagnoses are accurate or have a lot of truth to them. And I absolutely know that pharmaceuticals have saved people's lives, and there could be people here on this channel who take pharmaceuticals for your mental health, and I would never tell you not to, or that that's not the right thing to do, or that that's not good for you. That's not my intention at all. I'm just saying that here's an example of how you can make changes in your life. I still have a lot of dishes in the sink, not as many. There are so many ways. Let me get into the light. Oh, wait, let me go back and get my coffee. Yeah, I shouldn't be drinking coffee at 11 p.m., but there are so many ways that people can potentially see themselves different. Look at how different I look just walking from this lighting over here. See all the weird wrinkles on my face. Now here you can barely see me. Now here I look, you know, like a cartoon or something. And we can see ourselves as somebody who struggles. We can see ourselves as somebody who's mentally unwell, emotionally unwell, psychologically unwell, and you very well may be unwell. And that's all very well. And those things need to be addressed. Those things need to be focused on and dealt with in healthy ways. Healthy practices, healthy tools that you can use for yourself to change your mind state, and you can utilize multiple methods and I highly encourage, and I will highly encourage any client of mine to let's talk it through. Let's work together to find what are the ways that you can start to be more creative, tap into your own innermost desires, figure out what you truly are aligned with, figure out what things you might have been saying to yourself all your life that really came from coping mechanisms, like how I used to always say I'm not neat and tidy, and I really wasn't, but that was exacerbated and then became a coping mechanism because underneath it all I was terrified that I didn't belong anywhere. And the act of being neat and tidy is the act of a person who belongs, and the act of a person who feels this is my space. And even if you are someone in a homeless shelter, there might be people in homeless shelters that try to create a neat and tidy space because they're in that place, whatever the bridge of circumstances that brought that family or person to this homeless physical manifested place, but internally they know that they belong, they know that they deserve a home, and that person is more likely to achieve getting homed, rehomed, or having a home, or if you weren't homeless to that extreme, but somehow even in your home, you don't live as a person who's truly settled in, organized, cleaned, tidy, neat and tidy. And there's hoarding, there's messiness, there's ignoring, there's neglect. There's all kinds of coping mechanisms that come from this deep feeling of inadequacy, and whether you're hoarding because of inadequacy or maybe you're a complete minimalist because you don't believe you deserve. I lived most of my life believing I was a better person not having money because that's how I coped as a teen, going to school with multimillionaires all around me and being, well, I talked about this in another video. I realize now the perspective, I was nowhere near poverty or poor. I actually was pretty well off considering all we had. But when I compared it to all the multimillionaires I went to school with, it looked like I had nothing. But then I was able to see from as young as 7 how people live in and recognize that, everything is a spectrum. Me feeling poor compared to these super multimillionaire children is very totally relevant and relatively different to children on the side of a dirt road who are, not wearing shoes. So, perspective and recognizing that wherever you are on a spectrum, and then there's the where you are, and then there's the where you want to go, and then there's the gap between, and then there's like the how do I fill the gap? How do I make that gap smaller? How do I get there? What do I need to do to get there? And often there's things you need to do, and there's things you need to stop doing, and there's things that you're doing that you need to not do anymore, and there's things that you think you need to do that you really don't need to do it. And I'm not claiming to have the answers to all of that, but I am definitely saying that there are many people who are insightful, and I do feel that it's one of my specific strengths, and I'm ready and willing to link up, sync up, connect, make a date, make a plan, make a Zoom call, make a regular call. Let's connect and chat with some folks and to see where this new path of growth for myself can take me and who else might be interested. So I am gonna look for that video where I talked about all the teachers that I love and post that. So just popping in to add that I did find the video and post it. However, it's like 4 years old. And disclaimer, I did not watch it again. So probably tomorrow I'll watch it. And then probably also tomorrow I'll make a new one. And maybe I'll say, well, there's some people I don't really care for anymore, and I'm going to name a new list. And if they're not on the new list, then I probably don't really follow them anymore. So just adding that. So funny. The video is about a half an hour now. And the whole reason I really, really wanted to pop in and make another video tonight was because when I watched the video premiering, and I was like, I can't believe that I showed the Dr. Bonner and I never opened it up. Why didn't I open it up and show the inside? So I'm going to do that right now. Okay. Ta-da. Can you smell it? It's menthol. So it's a gel. So as you can see, I washed my hair and I think it really did need a trim. Okay, so it's a gel. And, you know, it can make your hair a little greasy. It does have a little bit of a sting, a feeling, a burn, depending on where you put it. But the burn only lasts for 15 minutes, and then it soothes away to pain relief. It feels so good on your body. But it's kind of like, if you put it too thick or get it in your eye, you know, you'll be crying. But it is really, really good. It helps. Like last night, my son had a slight headache and he was congested. So I put some on his neck, on the back of his neck, on the back of his back, like the back of where his lungs are, and then on his chest where his lungs are, on the bottom of the feet. Put some on the crown up here, the base of his neck. Then I had done the same for myself. And this morning I was like, oh, I'm going to wake up and take a shower, get my hair right, and make a video. But then I pulled my hair back in a greasy ponytail and made a video instead. Also, I can add that if my new direction or my new clarity or just my regular old self makes people realize, hey, actually, I don't want to follow this page. Great. Bye. And then the right people will come and get attracted. So always remember, not being selected or being so-called rejected is actually
a positive move in the right direction. So this channel is meant for people who are interested in what I have to say, my insight, and maybe following along with my own progress, and enjoy a more laid back hangout, day in the life, night in the life, kind of raw, real, somewhat edited, somewhat playful, somewhat just amateur for life, and a slice of my life, a piece of my thoughts. And I encourage you to subscribe and to follow and to hit the bell if this is the right place for you. And if not, I invite you to find your best life. And I hope that was entertaining and helpful. And I will see you in the next one. And I really, 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 really hope that my eye sockets were not in total shadow. All right. See you.
Right as the video is ending, the load is ending.